Hello! Hi! It is 2021. Right now it is 2020. It is December 30th. But I'm filming this for you for the first video of 2021. Wild. Cannot believe that 2020 happened. What a ride we were on and are on and will continue to be on well into 2021. Maybe even 2022. We made it though, guys. We did it. We got through 2020. What a biatch of a year. Congrats to everyone that's made it so far. I feel like we all deserve a little pat on the back for getting through that nightmare, even though it's still going. Just keep pushing. We got this. I am with you. I have been out of work since the beginning of the pandemic, really. I worked for like 3 days and then there's another lockdown, and it's been hard. It's been a really hard year, but thankfully I have this outlet and can make fun videos and content for you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for liking and commenting and supporting. It all means a lot to me. So let's grow our little community together. I am still a little wee baby here on YouTube, but I'm hoping to get out to more friends. So subscribe, share, like. 2020 makeup favorites. I didn't buy a lot of new makeup this year. I also don't get sent any like products or anything, so I don't have a huge collection. I also try not to have a huge collection because I don't want things to go bad and go to waste. That bothers me a lot when makeup just kind of sits there. So I have a pretty small collection. Kept it quite minimal just so that I can get through things, but there are products that stood out to me that I have discovered or just loved and like never stopped loving, and just have definitely worn over the other things that I have in my very tiny makeup collection. So I thought I would go through them while I put them onto my face and talk about the things that I liked. I saw the Anna edit do it this way and I really like her style, so I want to copy that. Just being honest, you know, not a Danielle Bernstein copier over here. But yeah, I really like the way that she breaks down her video. She also puts like what her past likes were. I've never made a video before like this, but I do remember for the most part 2018 and 2019, so if I do, I'm going to also put that there just so that I can kind of like reflect on that later on, because I want to do this every year. I think it'd be really interesting to see what we still enjoy and what products live and what products get slashed by companies and stuff. So yeah, this should be interesting. So I've already moisturized my face and I used up the absolute last bit of product in here this morning. This is the Body Shop Vitamin E Moisture Cream. I use this as a primer for my makeup as soon as I get out of the shower. Not as soon. I heard, you know, the reading and research of skincare that you should at least let your skin kind of like dry and cool down after your shower for maybe like 3-ish minutes, 2-ish minutes, you know, till your skin is like dry and not, your pores aren't like completely open, because you're just going to shove all this cream into your pores and block them. So I wait a couple minutes and then I put it on after the shower. I just love the way that my skin feels. I am a huge fan of the Vitamin E line from the Body Shop. My mom always had this cream in her collection, still does, and I just swear by it. It also, I find, heals a lot of breakouts when I have them. I find that their redness goes away a lot faster than when I don't use it. And yeah, vitamin E is a healer, so love this. It always gives my skin a nice healthy glow, and it's not too sticky or like dewy or anything. It just sinks into your skin and you're ready to go. You can put anything else on and it doesn't really like sit there. Yeah, it's not heavy. You can't really feel it too much on your skin, which I like. And then I know that it seems a little bit late. Not seems a little bit late. It is too late to be putting like sunscreen into my routine. It's not too late. It's never too late to put sunscreen on, but it is late in the game for me to be discovering sunscreen. I wish I had put sunscreen on every day much earlier in my life. My early 20s, I did not. I always covered my face. I never like tanned my face. I always put like a shirt or something if I was like laying in the sun, whatever it may be, but I should have been wearing a sunscreen under my makeup. It is difficult to put enough on to like call this a 40 on my face. Like you definitely have to reapply, which is difficult when you're wearing a lot of makeup, but at least a little bit is helping you out. A little goes a long way. Skincare is very important. Sunscreen is very important for skin cancer, wrinkles, aging, all that stuff. My newest discovery of this year was the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. The bottle is disgusting, but I will show you a little, you know, cutaway of my gross bottle. But I do love this sunscreen. I think it sits really nicely on my skin. Makeup sits really nicely on top of it. It doesn't feel sticky or cakey or gross. It honestly, it mattifies your skin a little bit, but it still has like a nice healthy glow, which I like. It is water resistant, I would say, kind of. I did find that when I was sweating along my hairline that it was running off a bit, but you know, what can you do? Liked this a lot. I would put it on today, but I'm not leaving my house, so I'm definitely not going to put sunscreen on my face. And yeah, I don't want to use product that I don't need. But yeah, I love this sunscreen. I think it's fantastic. This year, I mean, I always put sunscreen on, but it was always like the body sunscreens, you know, your Niveas, your Hawaiian Tropics, whatever. I would put it on my face. Obviously, I would wear sunscreen on my face. I don't know why I said that, but I didn't really wear like a makeup-based one or like every single day. I would only wear it if I was going out into the sun, where now I wear this every day, even in the winter, spring, summer, fall, etc. That's what I meant to say. But yeah, I was wearing like, you know, the regular kind of body sunscreens, and they were causing so many breakouts. I would get all of these little bumps, and it was just clogged pores. Like it wasn't even acne or anything, but it was just these little tiny bumps. And I get them every year, and I think it's just from regular sunscreen. So this finally changed the game for me. And Spectrodel, actually, I should add that in here. This and Spectrodel together saved my skin in the summer. I was getting so many of these little like clogged pore bumps. Oops, just put a fluff on my face. But yeah, now I don't get them as often. Okay, this is so tiny. I got a sample from a friend when she gave me some stuff that she had. She threw in like so many samples she had. I think she gets Ipsy boxes. But I tried the Porefessional from Benefit, and I'm going to buy the full bottle. I love this. I think it's great. I'm not one to wear primer because I really don't wear too much foundation or like any kind of product really, but I do like to soften the pores a little bit in this area, just because they're not huge, like I don't have massive pores, but they're definitely there. I do have one large pore here that likes to stick out, so it is nice to smooth that out, and I find that this helps make my eye makeup sit a little bit better. And if I'm out doing stuff or wearing makeup for a long period of time, it is nice to put a primer. I just kind of put it in this area because this is where my makeup tends to slip away quite quickly during the day. I still have to reapply my makeup, and I feel like we were taught that that was bad. Like they were like, oh, you shouldn't have to reapply your makeup should sit for 14 hours. I don't think that's a good thing. So I don't mind reapplying my makeup or touching it up. It's really not that bad. As long as your hands are clean, then it shouldn't matter. I look so pale right now. Holy shit. Oh my god. That's like a classic primer that's been around literally forever. It is not new, but it's new to me because I really don't wear primers, but when I do need one, I had the Smashbox Photo Finish and I never liked it, but I obviously couldn't give it back, and I wish I had bought a smaller bottle, but I have the big one that I should honestly probably just throw away. But yeah, I really like that one. It has like a nice smoothing, blurring situation. I have very, very dry skin. Yeah, for primer, that's the one that I like to use if I need it, especially if I have a zit, which I do right here. Fun. So much chocolate. And and cookies and junk food and wine and cocktails. God, Christmas. Like, wasn't even a regular Christmas, but we still indulged just as much, if not more, because life is a butthead, so you really have to feel good and splurge on food and cocktails. Okay, the next product is Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. They came out with new packaging this year, and it's just so, it's so pretty. I love this packaging way more. And I usually just put like a couple little fingers there. Do this. And I tap it into my skin. Tinted moisturizer is definitely, you know, if your skin is a little bit more on the clear side, but if you like to show, you know, your acne or you don't like to put makeup on, that's also very cool of you to do that. I never had that kind of confidence. I've only just recently really like kind of nailed in my skin, but I am on birth control and I'm very afraid to go off of birth control at any point in my life, because the last time I did, my cystic acne blew up and it took me years of getting back on birth control and like trying to figure out what products to use and stuff. So I am terrified of going off of birth control because I know that that will cause some issues, but right now with my routine and all of that, I think figuring out my thyroid as well has just made my skin really clear, because I've just like definitely figured out my hormone levels as well as what works for me product wise. If you want to catch my nighttime routine, it's a freaking game changer for me, so you should try any of those products if you're having any issues. But yeah, like whatever you want, whatever kind of coverage. This is obviously really light coverage. This is very much just kind of evening out your skin tone, not even that much. The next product that I really want to try, but I'm like, ugh, do I have the money for this? Waiting for this to run out and then I'll buy it. Just kind of the way I go now. I don't buy things unless I'm like running out of something. The next thing I want to buy is the Neo Nude from Giorgio Armani, which is their take on a tinted moisturizer, but I'm hearing that it has slightly more coverage, which is something that I would like, because I do love the Laura Mercier, but it doesn't have as much coverage as I would love when I'm not having the best skin day, but when I'm having an okay skin time, it's okay. So yeah, like this, and I think the Giorgio Armani Neo Nude would be good to have in my collection just to kind of fluctuate between the two whenever I need them. But I just love the Laura Mercier. It's very light, feels fresh, I feel clean, I don't feel like I have a lot on my skin, which is the feeling that I like the most. If you're not new here, then this is not new to you. The Glossier Stretch Concealer. I am almost done this bottle. I believe this is my 4th bottle. I love this concealer. I have very dry under eyes that crease, so concealers are really difficult for me to find that don't fall into my fine lines, don't make me look all creasy and dry and caked up, which is why I love this freaking concealer. I sat on it for so long. I remember when it came out, people were like, it doesn't cover anything. And I think that was when I was going through my cystic acne situation, so I was like, ugh, is that even worth it? Then my skin started to clear up a bit and I thought I would try this, and I wish I had tried it sooner for the under eye, because this has changed my life. It is my everyday ride or die perfect under eye concealer. My mom loves this concealer. It's so mature skin. She also has quite dry under eyes like I do. I get it from her, clearly. Yeah, I kind of just use this everywhere where I need it. Doesn't cover pimples. It will not cover this. And it's very dry and weird. I'm gonna have to figure that out. And my ride or die pimple concealer is the Nars Soft Matte Concealer. It just does the job. It does exactly what you want. I pop it on, let it dry kind of for a second, and then dab from the outside in a circle. And that's it. That's how I cover pimples. But yeah, the Nars Soft Matte, if you can find your skin tone, this will be your pimple cover for sure. It is a bit dry, so it is hard to cover a dry spot, which is why I kind of like to start with the Glossier because it's a bit creamier, it's a bit more moisturizing. I mix those two together and just pray to the skin gods that it covers and stays for a while, and if I have to, I'll powder it. It's hard. It's hard to cover a pimple. There's no miracles. There really aren't. I'm gonna do bronzer, but I think I'm gonna do my eyebrows because I'm looking a little interesting. Here I discovered the Maybelline Brow Ultra Slim. In the past I was using a MAC, I think it was called Fling or something. It was like a very taupey gray almost kind of pencil, but it was really nice for dark eyebrows, but it wasn't giving me the color I wanted. And then I was using a ColourPop pencil, and their pencils are amazing, but their brown was a little bit too auburny, like it had like a reddish kind of orangey tone to it to match this nightmare on my head. Then I discovered this through Jen Im. I honestly, that girl, she's the best. She's my favorite. And it's such a good pencil. It's a little pricey for like a pencil, but honestly it lasts so long, so I'm totally down. And if they ever discontinue this, Maybelline, I swear to God, I will come to your office and scream at you. But this is the best product. It's really smooth, goes on super, okay, I can't really talk. It glides on really easily. It doesn't like chunk, you know what I mean? You know, you have a pencil and it kind of just falls apart as you put it on. That's not cool. So I outline my eyebrow kind of like where I want it to be. My eyebrows are very full too, so this is nice because I just have to put a little bit on kind of the bottom there, and I just brush it up to the top because my eyebrow tends to be, as you can see here, it's a little faint. This part of my eyebrow just is annoying. It's very hairy, but there's like no pigment. So I kind of just have to get a little pigment in there and then we're done. And that's literally it. How good is that eyebrow? And the color is just perfect for dark brown hair. It's not too red and it's not too ashy like blonde. Spoolie on this is fantastic. The ColourPop one I found was way too rough, and it basically was like any dry skin I had in my eyebrow was like flaking off, which was super frustrating to me. And the MAC one didn't even have a spoolie, so that was stupid. Like, what are you paying for? It's so expensive. So this is like, it's my favorite product. It really is one of my favorite drugstore products of 2020. Don't think it came out in 2020, but maybe it did. And I also love that it goes back down. The ColourPop one did not go back down. I don't even think the MAC one did either. And I was like, are you serious? That's not okay. Truly, for 2020, the product for me, for my eyebrows, was the Benefit, what is this called? All the packaging just wipes off. So annoying. It's so expensive. What am I paying for? Besides an amazing product, but I wish their packaging would stay on because this isn't very old. It's my one thing with Benefit. I'm always like, really? Really?
Really?
Yeah, pretty much if I ever even wore makeup this year, I was using this because it has a really nice tint to the gel, and I find that this gel formula holds my eyebrows in a really nice shape and a nice place for a good amount of time, and I just wiped so much product. The one thing I will say about the packaging that I do love is that we're good. Is that the nozzle that it comes out of is quite small, so when you pull it out, product actually is being wiped off, like sucked off of it, where I have the Boy Brow, and I've talked about this many a time, the bottle, because so much product comes out and you end up like caking your eyebrows. It's such a good product and you're paying so much that I just wish that they would tweak the packaging to help out the consumer, not waste all of that product. Or like, yeah, murder your eyebrow and then you have to end up wiping half of it off and redoing it. There are a few for eyes that I have discovered this year. First, and the one that I use probably the most, like overall all seasons, is the Tarteist Pro To Go palette. Mine is pretty gnarly. But it just has really nice colors for brown eyes. I basically use this color the most, and then the darker color to darken up the outside if I wanted like a smokier eye, or to do like a little bit of a smoked out eyeliner with shadow. That was nice. And then the gold in here is really, really pretty. And then there's like this really nice deeper kind of bronzy copper color. And then this nice purple, which I've actually used a lot, and it's just really beautiful on dark brown eyes like these. Or like hazel eyes. I have a bit of a hazel situation going on in the summer, or in the sun. So that's definitely like my most used. My friend actually gave me this. She was like, I don't use this, you can have it, and it's been my most used product. And then the next discovery I had was closer to the summer when I made a Glossier order. I think I did like 3 this year. Just always gotta get that concealer and that mascara. And then I just add on 8,000 other things I don't need. The Sky Wash, this is super pretty, just like a really nice rosy gold color for the summer, which I loved. I wore every single day, every day on my lid. People had a lot of negative things to say about the Sky Wash, but I honestly loved it. I think it's just a really pretty like wash of color. It's not going to give you a ton of pigment. But yeah, it was just a really pretty like rose, goldy, pinky color. Just the perfect everyday kind of a little something extra on the eyes. The newest discovery is the Glossier Play Color Slide eyeliner in Cash Salad, which I am loving. Oh, that was scary. I'm loving so much. It's such a good eyeliner and it doesn't move. It stays all day. It's like the perfect eyeliner. Love this. There's not much to say. It's eyeliner, but I love this color so much. I think it's really nice for brown eyes. Again, I'm always trying to bring out my tiny little eyes as much as I can. So I really love this. And it's definitely worth it. And I'm going to buy all the other colors the next time I have to stock up on my mascara. Do I want to do any eyeliner? Maybe I'll just do the Sky Wash. We'll do a little wash of this. I would pay money for you to focus. I really would. I outline up into the crease. Just dab that out so that it's a little bit more seamless. That's it. And I love it. I really want the purple one. I think that would be really pretty in the summer. It's never really an eyeshadow person. Still not. But it is nice to have a little something. And then just because now I feel weird, I'm going to take this palette and grab this like brownie color here and just buff out the bottom. I normally, every day, just take my bronzer on like a little brush and kind of fill in the crease, but we're feeling fun today. I look ill, but give me a minute. Okay, we're gonna go to bronzer now. I did say the Marc Jacobs Omega, but this was definitely my favorite for the last 2019 for sure. 2019. Such a good bronzer. Great everyday bronzer. Perfect for summer and winter when you're literally could play Snow White in the movie. But I rediscovered that I had this chillin' in my collection. It is the ColourPop Afternoon Delight Bronzer. And oh, this was like my ride or die forever. And I just love it. I've been using this color for like six years? Yeah, I think like 6 years, maybe 5. And I like to take it on a fluffier kind of angled brush, and I've started holding my brush further away, and it gives you like a really natural bronze. It's not so intense, you know? Just follow the outside of the face here, get a little dusting. Look at that. Less pale already. For blush, there's two. I'm a blush girl. I love blush. People don't love blush, but I do. And the two that I'm obsessed with, I rediscovered this year as well. Lancome Blush Subtil in Cedar Rose. It's just the perfect everyday color. I'm just about to be done with this, which is really sad. I'll have to order it again. But I love this color. It's perfect. It's the perfect, it just like melts into your bronzer. They go really well together. And then I ordered the Pillow Talk blush from Charlotte Tilbury. The Pillow Talk line is incredible. It's just the perfect, beautiful nude line. And this one I think is the deeper shade. I ordered the lighter shade, which I was really bummed about, and then I was just way too lazy to return it. It was like pretty solid pandemic times. And then I do not put blush. I don't go anymore. Just put it on the outside. Just really blend it into my bronzer. I just want my face to like go that way, you know what I mean? Without Botox. The power of makeup. Focus, 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 focus. That could be my new song. And then if I'm feeling feisty, which maybe I should today, I do a little swirl like that, get a little product, and then I highlight with this. So it's like a rosy, very subtle highlight, because I'm not a highlighter girl. I don't like love highlighter. I know that's crazy. People love highlighter, but I don't. Last year it was Champagne Pop in Champagne Pop. Last year it was Becca, what is it called? Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed Powders. Mine is Exploded. And I love this highlighter. It's stunning. But yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how it broke. I think I was traveling. Which is why these highlighters are very, very sensitive. You break them so easy. So I buy the little ones because I don't even go through a highlighter the size of fucking bronzer. Like, that's nuts. So yeah, I buy the little ones. But really for highlighter, all I do is the little nose situation. Do a little here. And a little here, and a little on the inside. This is the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek in Wisp. It's like a rosy gold. I've been using that one a lot. I love these formulas. They're very cushy. They feel wet, but they dry down once they go on. They're very, you can just like buff it in to make it look real natural. That's highlighter, but I don't put highlighter here. I have these like kind of dips in my cheeks, and I find that it just highlights them way too much, and then I just look tired, and highlighter is supposed to wake you up. So yeah, that's probably why I'm not a highlighter girl. My favorite lip balm from my friend's company, Shop Mean. It's just a beautiful natural lip balm, super hydrating, and I can feel it on my lips, which I really like because I feel like it's protecting my skin from the outdoors. So love that. Okay, mascara. If you are not new here, then these are not new to you. But for the last 2 or 3 years, it's been the same. These never change. It's the Glossier Lash Slick for every day. And then when I want a little extra oomph, then I use the Voluminous Lash Paradise from L'Oreal. This is the best dupe for the, what's it called? Better Than Sex mascara. That mascara sucks. It sucks.
It sucks.
It runs down your whole face. I look like a raccoon every time I try to use it. Not good. And yeah, but they're both very different. Like, this is voluminizing, very lifting, and like thickening, where the Glossier I like for every day because it's just a very lengthening light mascara, and I can literally take it off with water if I wanted to. I love this mascara on vacation. I think it's a great vacation mascara. It does really well in the heat with like sweat and just like moist ocean air. So I really, 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 really like this mascara. And I need to be sponsored because I go through like 5 tubes a year. That's the face. For lips, the one product that I really, really, really loved this year. Oh my god. Last year the product that I loved was the Revlon, what are these called? Oh, Revlon Ultra HD lipsticks in the color HD Sand 700. It's just a really pretty kind of a lipstick, kind of a lip balmy situation going on. And it's just a really beautiful nude. And then this year, while I was in Florida, I made a little ColourPop buy because we're at Ulta, and when it's at your fingertips and not online, it's so much more fun. So yeah, and all my friends were buying Kylie Jenner lip kits, and I literally cannot do it because that's way too much for me. So I bought the dupe, which is Doozy by ColourPop. Such a pretty color. This is more of a summer shade for sure. Like, I don't really wear this for the winter. I mean, I guess you could, but I'm not a lipstick gal in the winter, especially now that we wear masks. But this is the Ultra Blotted Lip, so it's very satiny and matte, but it doesn't dry down like a matte lipstick where it sucks the life out of your lip. This feels nice on the skin. It sits nicely on top of lip chap, and I just really, really like this color. It's very like a beautiful coral tone. Oh, that's really all I can say about that. I don't really know what else to say about this lipstick, but it's the one lipstick that I used all year. I really, really, really like this formula. I think it's fantastic. It doesn't move too much. You can like eat and drink, and it doesn't really come off that much unless you are like a slob kebab. But okay, that is my 2020 face. Actually, this is my 2020 face, but this is my 2020 nice face. Makeup wise, stop talking. That is the makeup. It's not exactly the look that I would wear, but it works. Oh my god. Those are the products that I used the most. They are definitely not new to anyone. Not new launches, I don't think, for 2020, no. But they're my ride or dies. They're the products that I kept going back to again and again the entire year whenever I just wanted something to work and I knew it would work and I knew it would look good. These are the items that I go to. So I hope that that was helpful. I hope this was fun to watch. And I hope your New Year's was great. Probably chilling at home, having some drinkity drinks, and, you know, just reflecting on the year. It's hard to reflect on 2020 and not be negative, but I think it's really important for us to be grateful. I'm working on being grateful right now. It's been really hard, but it's something that I'm starting to do in my life. I'm starting to journal and just starting to remind myself of things that I'm grateful for so that I can have a positive mind and a positive outlook. I know that it's really, really hard. I am with you. I hear you. This year sucked. 2021, I don't think it's going to be that much better. Maybe a little bit more hopeful than 2020, but yeah, it's important to look at 2020 and find the things that were great about it. For me, it was having the time to focus on this channel and pump out some good content for you and work on Instagram and do lots of photos there. So if you want to follow me there at Layla_Lane, that would be tight. What else? I got to spend a lot of time with my boyfriend, which is really nice. Sit down and kind of work on our relationship, which is great. And it was really hard. Don't get me wrong. It's very difficult when you're both struggling throughout the year. And trying to find work and happiness, and when you're not happy you shouldn't really be in a relationship, and it's really hard to be in a relationship and then you both become unhappy because life just kind of threw us a curveball. So don't take what I'm saying as like, oh my god, we're so perfect, because no one's perfect. This year's been really hard, and therapy is definitely 2021's goal. But yeah, like, just looking at it as a really positive thing that we got to spend a lot of time together and get to know each other and cook meals together and do things that we normally didn't get to do in our day-to-day lives because we were just so busy and we worked weird hours. And so there's always a plus side to some of the shitty stuff that happened in 2020. So I just want to remind you, try to find the light, try to reflect on what was good this year, and reflect on what was bad and see if it can teach you anything or help you, you know, change your mindset for 2021, which is what I'm doing. So I wish you all a healthy, happy new year. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you enjoy my content. If you do, don't forget to subscribe, help me out, and I'll see you in lots more videos. Let's get it, 2021. Woo, woo. What's a good New Year's song? I don't know. I'd sing you one, but I can't remember. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in another video.